How's it going, everybody? Today we're going to be diving into a pretty fascinating topic, the philosophy of Peter Parker. You know, Spider-Man isn't just about swinging between skyscrapers or fighting criminals. Behind that mask, there's a deep, complex web of a worldview. We're going to explore what makes Peter tick, the struggles, the sacrifices, the humor, and the heart. Those things that make Parker one of the most relatable heroes. This is about more than just comic books. This is about a guy trying to do what he can and trying to make the world a better place. Let's start with one of the most striking aspects of Peter Parker, his intelligence. From the very beginning, Stan Lee and Steve Ditko painted him as a genius. Remember his high school days? He was a science whiz, building his own spider suit and developing inventions in his bedroom. Despite his intellect, Peter faced crushing poverty. In Amazing Spider-Man number 15, we see Peter struggling to make ends meet. He's working as a freelance photographer and picking up all sorts of odd jobs while trying to afford college. His financial hardship isn't just a plot device, it's a core part of his identity. It reflects a philosophical tension, how someone with so much potential, so much talent, can still be held back by circumstances beyond his control. Think about it. Peter's brilliance makes him capable of incredible feats, saving lives, inventing new technology, and outsmarting villains. But his economic struggles remind us that talent alone doesn't guarantee success or stability. It's a reminder that systems and our society often leave the gifted behind. His poverty fuels a humility that keeps him grounded, making his heroism more relatable. He's not just a superhero, he's a symbol of perseverance despite adversity. Thanks to his intellect, though, he was given grants to be able to get into college. And most people would consider that a blessing. But now he would have to continue to balance his school schedule, social life, work, supporting Aunt May, rent, food, Spider-Manning, and sleeping enough to maintain it all. Unlike other heroes who have robotic minions or teams of lackeys to serve them, Peter, he has to do it all on his own. Much like how we all feel as though we have to do things on our own. Now onto something that sets Spider-Man apart. The way he handles his strength and the dark side of heroism. Peter's powers are overwhelming. Yet, he chooses restraint, battling his darker impulses. That's a core part of his philosophy, the importance of control. Every time he throws a punch, he's holding back. Every kick only uses 20% of his real potential. Every strike would be lethal, but he's merciful. He's your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. And then there's his personality. Peter's quick wits, his quips, his humor, those are more than just comic relief. They're a conscious choice. It's not denial, it's a coping mechanism. That humor, it keeps him sane, and it reminds him of his humanity. Philosophically, it's about balancing power with responsibility and maintaining hope amid chaos. His humor, it isn't just for us. It's his armor. It's his way of resisting despair. It's a reminder that even in dark times, laughter and lightheartedness are acts of resistance. Next, let's talk about what Peter cares about the most, his family and his city. Aunt May's more than just a guardian. She's his moral compass. But Peter's concern extends beyond his family. He's constantly worried about New York City and the world. Whether it's fighting crime or battling natural disasters, Spider-Man is always putting others before himself. His philosophy is rooted in altruism, believing that everyone deserves help. He often makes personal sacrifices to protect his loved ones and strangers alike. In Amazing Spider-Man number 50, he even considers quitting to live a normal life. But his sense of duty pulls him back into the fray. He believes that heroism isn't just about powers, it's about action, sacrifice, and caring deeply about your community. This leads us to one of the most compelling aspects of Peter's philosophy, his personal sacrifices. Spider-Man is a hero who often puts duty ahead of happiness. Like in Spider-Man number 121, the night that Gwen Stacy died, that tragedy marked a turning point. Peter lost someone that he loved because he was trying to do the right thing. He gives up his personal life, his relationships, and his own happiness to keep New York safe. In Ultimate Spider-Man number 1, he's juggling school, work, his love life, and his hero duties. It's exhausting, but he believes that his role as Spider-Man is bigger than himself. He's learned that you can't have everything. And what's the main point here? That sacrifice is necessary for the greater good. It's about accepting that sometimes, to save others, you have to give up what you hold dear. Peter's life teaches us that heroism isn't glamorous, it's often lonely, painful, but ultimately, it's worthwhile. To be a hero, he also has to be human. That's why he hides behind humor and keeps up a normal life. It's about maintaining balance, being true to himself while doing what's right. In Amazing Spider-Man number 31, Peter struggles with the burden of his double life. He's torn between being a loving nephew and being a superhero. And this quality is at the heart of his mindset. You can't neglect your humanity, even when you're fighting to save the world. It's a lesson in authenticity. His personal struggles make him relatable and remind us that heroism isn't about perfection. It's about perseverance, humility, and staying true to your values. So what does the philosophy of Peter Parker teach us? First, that intelligence and talent aren't enough. You need resilience, humility, and compassion. Second, that humor and restraint aren't signs of weakness. They're tools for survival and hope. Third, caring deeply for others, it isn't optional. It's what makes a hero a hero. And finally, sacrifice is inevitable. Being a hero means giving up parts of yourself for the greater good, but that sacrifice also keeps you human. Spider-Man perfectly embodies that delicate balance: power and vulnerability, strength and humility, humor and hardship. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. So tell me, what do you admire most about Peter Parker? And what hero do you want to see me cover the philosophy of next? Or, if you have any ideas for videos that you want to see in the future, drop them down below. We may just talk about it. Peace.